Look at this man. Do you recognize him? George Will. George Will, he's a columnist. He's a frequent guest on various networks, cable networks. He's an elitist. He fancies himself the brains, not the brawn, but the brains of the Republican Party. And he has said, I am leaving the Republican Party over Donald Trump's comments about the Mexican judge who is hearing one of his cases involving Trump University. Now, most people are going, who's George Will? Why do we care if he leaves the Republican Party? You don't. And I say to Mr. Will, bye-bye, good riddance. You're part of the problem. Mr. Will, we're actually revolting against you. The uprising is against you. We're glad you're leaving. Can you take some of your elitist friends with you, please? Oh, this is not the Republican Party that you believed in anymore? Oh, the one you mean made in your own image? The elitist one that is so condescending? You'll get in bed with baby killers. You'll cut deals with people that want to butcher human beings. You won't raise much of a fuss when there is a sin and a crime against heaven that cries out to God called homosexual marriage. But when Donald Trump says that he doesn't think he can get a fair trial because of the ethnic background of a judge, that's going to prompt you to leave the Republican Party. It's actually funny. Do you see it? And then I think what's even funnier, and it's almost cute, is that most Americans don't know who he is. And so his departure from the Republican Party shows the incestuous, elitist, moneyed, who's going to the party and serving the $80 bottle of whiskey, the $500 bottle of wine. These are people that live in another world. And it's not so much the world that we live in out here in the hinterland, we unwashed Philistines. No. It's inside the Beltway. It's, what show are you talking on? Hey, I saw what you did the other night. I saw that clip on CNN. Nice job. Oh, your piece got published in the Wall Street Journal. Boy, can you believe what so-and-so is doing? Hey, did you hear about who landed the deal to buy the airtime for candidate so-and-so? Really? Yeah, and they're doing it at 13%, not the regular 15%. It's just a whole world that most of us know nothing about, but it impacts us day in and day out because they're the ones behind the scenes that are making policy, pulling little strings, cutting little deals. And we don't even know who to blame, really. We've got rage towards Mitch McConnell and John Boehner, so much so that Boehner resigned, okay? We've got rage towards the Republican establishment, but we don't really know who to blame. It's guys like George Will, okay? And now he's saying, this is out of my control, I'm leaving. Good. Go. And he hates that spirit of patriotism. He's an elitist, okay? Many of us need to wake up to the fact that the Democrat elitist and the Republican elitist, there is oftentimes, there's not a dime's worth of difference between them. That's why the Republican elitists like George Will would sooner have Hillary Clinton as president. Let the full weight of that sink in on you. Every time you get an email, a phone call, a fundraising letter, you watch one of these people on TV talk, and I'm talking about Republicans, so-called conservative Republicans. Every time you hear them say that they won't vote for Trump, that they won't support Trump, or anything in between, what they're in fact saying is they love the status quo. They love what's normal right now so much that they would rather have normal Hillary than abnormal Trump as the president. They are saying that their love of the Republican Party is so deep, so profound, so principled, that they would rather have Hillary Clinton, the Democrat, as president than Donald Trump, the Republican. This is treachery of the highest order. It's insanity. It's immoral. I don't have enough time to give you the long list of adjectives. I'll explain them another time. But I'm telling you, if you would see Hillary as president, there's something wrong with your ethical compass. You're warped in your soul and you need help.